time now for the Bear Channel Evening News on this Sunday evening, June 21st, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins out here at 5:30 p.m. News at 9:00 top story at 5:30 p.m. on this Sunday evening. Here is in Charleston, South Carolina, here where, as bells tolled for the dead in Charleston on Sunday, Reverend Alfred Zedig, head of the predominantly white membership St. Michael's Church, asked forgiveness for failing to be a pastor who reaches out beyond his world. Republican presidential candidate Mike Huckabee said on Sunday that he wouldn't be baited into the politically charged Confederate flag debate in South Carolina, joining a group of fellow GOP White House contenders that say the state must decide. More than 300 law enforcement officers combed the town in upstate New York Sunday for two prisoner escapes after a woman reported seeing a men who matched the descriptions of the day before. For 5 months, the Greek government has been attempting to charge that Nature of the Eurozone for brinkmanship. Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras was elected on the promise that he could keep the Greece in the Eurozone while rocking in manger. Inside Out may be the first Pixar film not to debut at #1, but its strong 91.1 million domestic launch still ranks as the second highest opening weekend in the studio's history, as Jurassic was on top of the box office this weekend. Here, residents in India's capital, New Delhi, have set a world record for the largest number of people taking part in a single yoga session during the International Yoga Day celebrations. Frankfurt, Al Jazeera's journalist Ahmad Mansour will face a Berlin judge on Monday, the news organization said on Sunday after his detention by police on extradition and requested that the Egyptian government stirred criticism in Germany. Iran's parliament voted Sunday to oppose the inspections of government military sites as part of a pending multinational agreement to curb the country's nuclear program, potentially complicated in a final deal ahead of a June 30th deadline. Islamic State group militants have laid landmines and explosives at the site of the ancient ruins, and Syria's parliament, a monitor says either the purpose of the move was unclear. New Orleans police arrested Sunday the man suspected of shooting and killing a police officer who was transported to jail a day earlier, entered a 24-hour manner that left residents on edge. A wall of silence surrounds a shootout at a block party in the Detroit's west side that left a 19-year-old gunman dead and 11 others wounded, as police chief James Chris said Sunday from the site where about 300 people had barbecued and celebrated. The world of American health insurance may soon become even small, with the biggest companies seeking to become even bigger as scramble has broken out within the industry as various providers are jockeying for position to make overtures to rivals. Brazilian President Dilma Rousseff's upcoming visit to the White House presents an important opportunity to advance the global climate agenda while boasting of Rousseff's struggling presidency and restaurant ties with the United States. The first Federal Reserve officer to speak in the wake of the latest FOMC meeting says the Fed should raise interest rates twice this year. Nine people have been arrested as thousands gathered at Stonehenge to mark the longest day of that year in the Northern Hemisphere. Researchers at the Columbia University have presented conclusive evidence that global warming won't reduce the number of cold-related deaths. A recent study conducted in Taiwan has found that individuals suffering from Parkinson's disease are at a higher risk of being diagnosed with over 16 different types of cancer. New research suggests that chocolate may not be bad for your heart, as the University of Aberdeen team found that the people who ate the most chocolate were likely to deal with cardiovascular disease or stroke. And traffic on Interstate 91 stopping in Springfield, Massachusetts near exit 6 was impacted Sunday afternoon after police were forced to box in a vehicle they were chasing for erratic operation. Peter Channel News on 533. Time now for a travel report here. 195 on eastbound side, slow for the Braga Bridge in Fall River, doing an accident on 190 on the Braga Bridge before Route 130 in Fall River, so expect some delays around that area of Fall River here. Bourne and Sacramento bridges are looking good here. The Cape is looking fine on this Sunday, except a few little slow spots around Route 20 around the Borden Rotary. Up the South Shore, Route 3 in the northbound side is slow after Route 53 in Hanover to Derby Street in Hingham, so expect a few delays around that area here. Mass parking on the westbound side, slow for the Ted Williams Tunnel and through South Boston here. Mass parking on the westbound side on both ends. On the westbound side, slow from Charlton to Interstate 84 in Sturbridge. Mass pike eastbound slow before I-84 in Sturbridge to Charlton. So expect some delays around that area here. 195 on the southbound side, slow after an accident after Route 62 in Berlin. So traffic is slow before 290 in Marlborough here. Mass parking eastbound side, a little slow around Route 128 in Weston here. 93 in the southbound side, a little slow before the second bridge and out of the government center in Boston here. Up in New Hampshire, 95 in the northbound side, a little slow around Route 101 in Northampton, New Hampshire here. And the main turnpike, slow on both ends in York, Maine here. And up in the main turnpike here, it's a little slow up in Maine after the gray interchange up in on the main turnpike here on the northbound side there. And look at that. MBTA alerts here on this Sunday evening here. Fares are looking good on the Commuter Rail. It's looking good. And the subways are looking good. Peter Channel News Time, 5:35. Time now for a weather report here. For tonight, a chance of showers, a slight chance between 10 p.m. and 1 a.m. Petrovalk after 3 a.m. Otherwise, most skies got low at 66 degrees. Westward about 5 to 7 miles per hour coming in the evening, chance of space to 20%. For Monday, slight chance of showers afternoon. Most of the time, skies about 84 degrees. And westward about 7 miles per gust size, 20 miles an hour. Chance of space to 20%. Monday night, Petrovalk after 5 a.m. was skies got low at 63 degrees and light south wind. Tuesday, chance of showers and thunderstorm mainly between noon and 5 p.m. Petrovalk before 7 a.m. Otherwise, part sun skies about 82 degrees, south for about 5 to 30 miles per size, 29 miles per hour, chance space to 30%. Blue rain for amounts of less than 10 minutes, check some amount of possible thunderstorms. So tonight, podcast skies low about 63 degrees and west about 8 to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday, Sunday, most skies about 80, low about 58 degrees. Thursday, most sun skies are chance of showers and Thursday. High wind 70, low about 56 degrees, chance space to 30%. Friday, chance of showers, part Sunday, most skies about 72, low about 54 degrees, chance space to 40%. Saturday, part Sunday, mostly. Cloud skies about 33, about 55 degrees, and for Sunday, chance of showers, part sun skies about 71 degrees, chance of precipitation 30%. Northern temperatures standing at 79 degrees with a humidity of 79%, and sky is sunny to podcast skies. That's me for the Peter Channel. 5:30 p.m. news on the Peter Channel news on this Sunday, June 21st, 2015. Please have a good evening and goodbye today. I'll see you by 11 o'clock report. Have a good evening.